and welcome back. Today I've created this spring look. Just really wanted to do some pastels, just a full pastel eye across the lid, and just keep it really nice and simple but also make a statement. I've tried for the first time a little bit of white liner and some black fake lashes. Let me know how that looks. I'm getting used to it. I'm getting there. But without further ado, let's go into the video. Okay, the first thing I'm going to start with, I think everyone knows this by now, it's the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Primer. Haven't quite managed to pull my mirror out yet, so just put this on a little bit blind. And then next up, just to get rid of some of these spotties, I'm going to use my Nars Soft Matte Concealer. Just on like a flat, fluffy-ish brush. I can hear the cats being naughty out in the hallway. My spots are starting to clear up a little bit. Going back to behaving themselves. Also, I apologise for this being in the background. We've literally got nowhere else to put it. It's our old bed. So we got a new bed a couple of days ago. Ours collapsed completely, so this one collapsed. And I had to buy a new one. So this is just the old one, waiting for someone to come collect it. Which is fun. And it's an absolute eyesore and a pain in the arse. But I've just got to live with it. I'm going to go in with, I think I'm going to do skin and then do eyes. I've got the Nars Illuminator in Copacabana. Just going to do a little bit of that. Just across the cheekbones. Just around my normal highlight areas. And actually also I'm going to do the end of my nose where the foundation always comes off. I'm just going to try and get, using the viewfinder as a mirror again, sorry. Just have to sit like this for a minute. I'm going to go in with the Soft Matte Foundation from Nars. My concealer is in Light 1 Chantilly. And this is in Yukon Light 2.5. It is very watery, this one, I do find. I think last time I tried this, it was a little bit pink for me. But we'll see what it's like this time. I can't remember if this is supposed to be full coverage or just medium. I've got a feeling it was just medium. I've also just put my hair back, making sure it's all tucked away apart from this one curl that is having none of it. I just like, I think like in spring I normally just have my hair up, and in summer because it's so hot that the humidity just like kills my hair. Any style I try to put it in, it has absolutely none of it. Especially with the length of it and how much hair I have, just absolutely not. And that is actually enough coverage for me for what I would normally do for spring. So it hasn't totally taken away everything. That's actually an okay match for me now. See what it looks like on camera. Yeah. Doing quite well, getting these colour matches at the minute. Okay, I've just realised that's already 3 Nars products and I'm literally just got foundation on. Whoops. Next is L'Oreal Paris Infallible Concealer. I'm just trying to use this up more than anything really. do like, I think most people try to just like wear less product on their face in the summer. Obviously just have on the SPF. I tend to just do like a light wash of eyeshadow rather than doing like a full mask of everything. Obviously I'll still wear foundation. I did do a video on the It Cosmetics CC cream, and I've heard that ELF brought a good one out as well. It's pretty similar. So this summer I will probably generally just be using them because they've also got an SPF in them. I feel like it might help if I've got a normal SPF on in my skincare and everything, and then an SPF in my foundation or CC cream, BB cream, whichever, as well. It should help me a lot more because last summer I burned to a crisp at one point and thought my skin was just going to fall off, to the point where like the backs of my legs were just blistered. It was awful. And so I've said to myself, I do not do that again this year. Right, okay, next I'm going to set with FitMe pressed powder. I've got this on a Real Techniques 300 brush, and this was part of the Bold Metals collection when it first came out, where you can actually see, hopefully. What's everyone been watching on Netflix recently? I have just found, literally today, the programme, is it Marriage or Mortgage? Or Mortgage or Marriage? But I kind of put it on my list just thinking like, oh, like one Sunday afternoon when I just want to like sit on the settee and not really pay attention, I'll put it on. But I've put it on today and I was like, oh, just watch like one episode just whilst I'm scrolling through Instagram and stuff, and oh my god, I'm hooked. Every single one so far, so I've just finished the 3rd episode. Every single one so far, I think they should go for the other one of what they've picked. So they're like, oh, we want the wedding, and I'm like, no, you should have chose the house, like, what are you doing? And then I'm just like, all right, like, you've already bought your dress, you know exactly what you want, and then they're just like, no, we went with the house. I'm just like, what was the point in that? Also, the amount that they spend on weddings is just ridiculous. Like, there's one of them, so this is the I Heart Revolution coconut baking powder, but there's one couple who had like 35 grand, I think was the first couple, had like 35 grand to spend on a wedding. I was just like, in what world are you going to spend that? And then when they actually like did the budget for it, they were just like, yeah, it's going to like just be in budget. I'm just like, is there something going on in America where people have just added zeros to the end of like wedding prices? I don't get it. Like, I feel like in the UK, yes, you can have a massive wedding and it can cost thousands and tens of thousands. But you can also hire hotels out where the staff are included in the price, the food's included, the drinks are included. Like, everything's like included, and you just have to get like a little bit extras on top. And I'm just like, is that just not a thing in America? Is everything like, okay, you hire the venue, that's it. Everything else you have to supply? Because then I would completely understand why so many people get a wedding planner. Like, I feel as though they're not as big in the UK, and that would explain why. Oh, this is still the I Heart Revolution coconut powder as well. Like, watching programs with like America being the centre of it just raises so many questions for me, especially when it's all reality. I just sit and I'm just like, what, why? I'm going in with the Revolution Ultimate Eye Base, which is an eyeshadow primer. Okay, that'll do. It's just spat a little bit out at me. I feel like the people on TikTok where they like just ask stupid questions. And I do love some of those where it's like Americans being like, do British people actually like tea? I'm just like, no, it's just like a stereotype for no apparent reason whatsoever. Right, I'm going to go in, get rid of this brush. So I'm going to start on the eyeshadow. I have my giant Stacey Marie Carnival palette here. And I really like the colour Y though. And I might put a little bit of peppermint over the top if I feel like it. Yeah. So I'm just going to get a nice big fluffy blending brush. I feel as though this one might work, the M505. And to get that, I'm also going to get a packing brush. What we got? The one that I want isn't here. I've got one. Okay, so I've got Morphe 505 blending brush, and I've just got a Unicorn Brushes flat packing brush as well. So I'm going to go in at the colour Y though, and this is the Stacey Marie Carnival XL Pro palette. Absolute mouthful. Literally not going to worry too much about it. I'm just going to kind of start throwing it on there. I'm also going to do my Q&A video at the weekend, I think, just when I've got a bit more time. So that'll be up on Wednesday. So today's Thursday. This one will be going up Saturday. And then I'll be filming Saturday for Wednesday's video. I have a schedule now of what I have to keep with, so that I can keep YouTube and Instagram going all at once, as well as a 40-hour week at work every week, and keeping up with housework every week, and an exercise routine, spending time with my fiance, cooking tea every night. Ugh. Like, I literally, out of like my whole 24 hours, I must get about 9 hours spare a day. And so we literally get up. We're working from home at the moment, which is a bit of a lifesaver because I haven't got travel time as well. Otherwise I'd have less time again. So it's literally get up, go to work, I make breakfast, lunchtime I make lunch, I finish work, I normally go for a walk, which is like my exercise. I then come home, cook tea. I then do a makeup look. Like today I'm not doing a walk, and so I'm able to film. And then I'll be having tea, having a bath, and then that'll be it. It'll be 9 o'clock, time to go to bed for an hour, go to sleep, wake up and start all over again tomorrow. I feel like it just never ends. But of course, we've all got to make a living. My fiance also streams. So he's a gamer, and he streams on Twitch and runs an Instagram as well for all his games, and like I have to help him quite often as well. So if he runs out of ideas for things to play or to post, I'll then take time out to go and help him. So I am just forever on the go. It certainly feels. But yeah, so I'm filming my Q&A on Saturday, I think I said yes. So if you want, leave any more questions in the comments and I'll be sure to answer them. Actually got to do like a kind of comedy Q&A for my fiance at the weekend. If you want to go have a look at that and see how much I like to torture him on a daily basis, for how much I look after him, I also torture him. He is Urban Tadpole on Twitch. I'm pretty sure it's the same on Instagram as well. If you go to who I follow, I'm pretty sure I follow him, so you'll be able to find it. So I've got to come up with like a funny Q&A. I've got to come up with like challenges for him to do throughout the stream. And we're just doing a bit more like a fun one on Saturday. Just wasn't him sitting being boring and just playing games. Because I think it's like the most boring thing in the world, just watching someone play a game, and I don't get it. But then he doesn't get how I don't think sitting watching someone doing the makeup for an hour is boring. I'm just like, well, no, because they're talking about something at the same time. They're not just talking about the game, they're talking about other things a lot of the time. I absolutely just flicked so much of this. Now I've just flicked it all over as well. I did initially flick it into my eye. And I certainly wouldn't wear this just for like a casual day in spring. I'll probably wear this for like going day drinking. Like in town as well, not just like, oh, I'm going to the local beer garden. I want a little brush. I want a teeny tiny little brush. Oh, this one might do. Then I'm going to wet it just with Morphe Luminous Setting Spray. I'm going to go in with that peppermint and just put it in the centre, I think. Okay, it's not even really coming up. Well, that's a bummer. Try my finger. Bit better. I think because they are pretty much the exact same colour. Just one slightly shimmery, it's not gonna come up. Yeah, no, it's just not gonna happen. Let's try in the inner corner. That's a bit better. Okay. Hoping you can see this, I'm not covering my face too much. Because I know I do that in videos and I have to edit it out quite a lot. He also had his gaming chair arrive today. So we've had to just pull about 30 kilograms of chair up the stairs. So we've got all kinds going on at the moment in this house. Like, it's just on another level, to be totally honest. It looks really weird at the moment, and I'm noticing because I haven't got any lashes or anything on. I'm just looking in the viewfinder like, it's 2 green blobs, isn't it? That's just 2 green blobs. What I'm actually going to do is put on this NYX white eyeliner. I just want to do something like really small, she says. Gonna put black lashes on, but I just want to see what the contrast is like. Just having a little play. But oh my god, we are so close to being spring. Like, so close. I'm pretty sure it's only the 10 days now, 12 days, so less than 2 weeks off it officially being spring. You know, it gets better because we get the lighter nights, and obviously the weather improves. Unfortunately, my job, I think I've said before, is very summer orientated, so I know that once spring comes round, it's the ticking time bomb to summer starting. Can't lie, that's just taken so much of going over and going over to get right, but I think I might be there. Thank goodness. Right, I'm going to glue up some lashes, pop some mascara on, and then I'll be back. It's the best I'm going to get it looking. Let me know what you think. I don't know if I like the black lashes with the white liner. I don't know if it's just because I've never done it before that I'm like, But let me know what you think. It has taken a lot to build up that white liner, and then it just took me what feels like forever to get those lashes down. I think it's because I put white liner on. You can definitely see the white between, like if I've missed the eyelashes being really close to my natural lash line. I could tell, but the good thing is that there's any white glue overspill at the top. You can't see because it's white liner. Right, I'm going to do brows. 3 brow products, same as last time. I think I've managed to get this NYX Micro Brow pencil to work. So Morphe Brow Cream. I haven't got my normal brow brush, so I'll have to use the Real Techniques 202 brush. Just like any angled brush really. Little spoolie. And I just underline the front of the brow. And then pull it up to blend in. And then take what's left on the very tail. So I essentially map out my brow, but I don't fill the whole thing in. I can take the NYX brow pencil and I finish off filling in my brow, and I try to do it with brush stroke like marks. And then mix the two at the end. Still not finished. And there we are. So that's them filled in. Put the caps back on. And lastly, I take the NYX Tinted Brown Mascara. I've got this one in chocolate. So the brow cream is Biscotti, the pencil is blonde, this is chocolate. And I just set the hairs, I just set them down. Feels though it takes me a while to do brows these days. I am now at this point going to use some setting spray just to try and bring some life back into my face. Just use hands because I haven't got a small enough palette to waft myself with today. Just thought about my eyebrow stubblies and realised I'll have moustache stubblies too. So we're going to go in with my e.l.f. angled blush brush, my bronzer which I've been using, which is the Morphe Glammabronze. I've got it in Mastermind, and I do use a lot of bronzer in spring. You can see it floating everywhere. Oh, guess who didn't wait for the setting spray to dry properly. Okay, that was entirely my fault, and we're just going to have to cope with those little droplets on my face now. Great. That's going to really annoy me that I've done that to myself. Once summer comes out and I start getting a tan, I'll use loads of bronzer, generally because I don't like to have summer colours of foundation. So I'll just use an absolute boatload of bronzer to bring my skin colour to what it should be. That's really irritating, but I'm just going to have to live with it. With the same brush, I'm going to take the lighter colour in my Jouer blush set, and handy enough it's got a little mirror in here. I feel like blush will be my thing this spring, definitely. Love that. Loving blush at the moment, as much as I didn't before, I am now. So now I've just got a little bit of highlighter put on and some lips. I'm going to have another spray of setting spray just because I ruined it last time. So I'm just going to ruin it further. And I'm just going to use maybe Luminizer by the Balm. And I'm just going to use a Morphe 501. And I literally just want to flick it over there because the blush is a illuminating one. And so I don't want too much highlight on. I said not too much, and then it's pretty blinding. Over the brow arches for a little bit, just like blend it through the brow bone. And then we've just got lips. Ah! So I pulled out, prayed sharpened. It's never sharpened, I can't be bothered to do it. Decay by Kylie Cosmetics lip liner. I also lost the lipstick to this. Not the best lip line because it's literally pretty much completely flat now. But I'm too lazy. I'm way too lazy to be shaving. Shaving? What do you even call it? Sharpening? Oh my god, you know, your mind just goes blank. This is the KVD Ludwig. This was when it was Kat Von D. Do you remember that? Like, I just, with the whole Jeffree Star drama, I've generally stopped using his products as much as I can. Like, some of his liquid lipsticks are just sitting there, and I threw one of them out because it was nearly done, and I was just like, well, I'm never going to use it because I never wear it. And since the Kat Von D stuff changed to KVD, or the Vegan Beauty I think it is, and I did this whole rebrand last week, I'm a little bit more drawn to them again. I feel as though they're a little bit cheaper as well. So I'm definitely going to be going back to KVD. Now that there's no arguments going on, there's no taking sides, etc. To make you all think, like, at the time, so many of us were just like, Kat Von D's a liar, oh my god, Jeffree came out and told the truth. And we all look back now and we're like, no, she probably was telling the truth. And he wasn't. Like, yeah, no. But I have to admit that I haven't really, like, since the whole drama went on with, God, who was it? It was Jeffree Star, Shane Dawson. I think Ryland got involved in there a little bit as well. And who else? It was Tati, that you call her, then James Charles. Once I got all of that and it kind of blew up, I just stopped watching all of them. I love this little nude lip that I have got going on right now. I'm loving it. Oh, by the way, that gloss was Colourpop and Raw Beauty Christie in Glacier. Absolutely loving that. And it wears really nice as well. Like, once it wears off, it doesn't go really weird. But I think this eye is actually grown on me. And I do quite like the white liner with the black lashes. I think it's just because like it's a little peak as I turn. You get to see that white wing. But yeah, so this was my spring makeup look, I suppose. I will be doing more because I basically wear nothing but makeup throughout spring, even just to go in the garden. I've put something on. And with us hopefully coming out of full lockdown, I think it's around June time, which will be just in time for all of the nice weather, I will absolutely be out permanently. I'm not having a summer where I'm in the house all the time, definitely not. So I will continue to film more spring videos, hopefully bring a lot of content, but make sure you subscribe, like and comment anything that you want to. Let me know your opinions on this look. Let me know any thoughts kind of on the drama that's been going on and what makeup brands you're sticking to. If you care, if you don't, if you're just using whatever the hell you've got because it's a pretty colour and you like it, who knows. And also leave me any questions for my Q&A filming in a couple of days, and that will be out on Wednesday. But for now, stay safe. I hope you all stay well, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.